And welcome back to another episode of the Meathead Manual. I am one of your hosts, the meatiest meatball in the fucking world, Mr. Adam Garcia. With me, as always, my good buddy, my compatriot, my fucking compadre, dude, Mr. Andrew Harris. What's up?
What's up, man?
With us today is a very illustrious guest, the strongest woman I've ever fucking met, number 25 in the world, Miss Amanda Smith. Say hello.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Move up, man, just a little bit. There we go. So,
A little bit.
yeah, how you feeling? How you doing?
Great.
Good.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Now, let's give a little bit of background on Miss Amanda Smith, number 25 in the world,
Yes.
right? With a 633 dots.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
That is a 535 squat,
Yep.
315 bench,
Yep.
562 fucking deadlifts at a 161
Yep.
pound body weight.
Yep.
For those of you that are wondering, this is what peak performance looks like. Now, mind you, we're going to do the best that we can to make sure that everyone can hear your answers through our heavy breathing. Is that okay?
Sure.
Awesome. Sick. So, all right. I mean, you've competed over, I think you've been competing since 2017, correct?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Close.
Yeah. Hey. How old were you when you first started?
19.
2019.
Yeah, it was on my birthday. It was my first meet.
That was
Yeah.
What caused you to want to go into it?
I got into lifting working with a football team at my local high school, and then went to college. Found some friends who were like, "Hey, you need to try powerlifting." And then from there,
It was just,
yeah,
Love at first sight.
it was. Yeah,
what was it like training with the football team?
it was awesome. I loved it, and they had a love-hate relationship with it, right? Because there's a girl who's like shilling all of them up, but I loved it because it pushed me to be better and to try new things. And the football coach took me under his wing. I was his guinea pig, and yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, so okay. So you were actually helping train them.
I wasn't helping train them, but I was working with them. I would video all of their games for them and stuff
sick.
like that. And so I got to be at the practice and the weight room, everything like that with them. And he was just kind of like, "Why don't you try it and see what happens?"
Gotcha. And is that where you started coaching?
No, I pretty much in college is when I started coaching.
Gotcha. And what did you go to college for?
Exercise science, training, and conditioning.
Sick. Okay. And what's your sign? When's your birthday? What's So, but like, okay, because like all of us, we all started with competing first.
Yeah.
And then we got into competing and we're like, hey, I think I can actually show a couple people a little something, right? And then after we got into that position, we're like, okay, maybe I can start coaching people. At what point were you like, okay, I think I really like this. I like doing this portion of like weightlifting, powerlifting, fitness, all that stuff. Because there's a lot of people who just go into like, hey, I just do competing.
Yeah.
Which for those of you that are actually like, hey, I just compete, good on you. Good on you. Because I mean, I think we all know a fair share of people that are like, well, I coach too. I'm like, I really think you should. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there are other things. You're good at this.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Because
feel
like,
it?
Yeah.
because you went to school for strength conditioning coaching.
Yeah.
So did that come first, or did you start competing and then you're like, okay, I like this and I kind of want to learn this more?
Yeah. So in high school, I lost a lot of weight. I wanted to get healthier, better for sports. I was playing volleyball, softball, and basketball at the time. And I just fell in love with the dedication of it and, you know, being able to put my mind to anything and seeing the results that came out of it. So I was running a lot. I was like literally in the fitness world as much as possible. And then I realized in high school, that's what I wanted to go to school for. About my junior year, I quit all of my sports and stayed in the weight room for my junior, senior year. And then went to school, and that's when I started strength and conditioning, and that's where I found powerlifting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And you were in the powerlifting club in college?
Yeah, I actually ended up being the vice president of it at one point. Yeah. So.
You know, there was a powerlifting club in the Navy.
Was there?
Yeah. It was only for officers. Only for officers.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Oh.
So my buddy was in, well, it was in officer training school, whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's different.
Yeah, but like still,
That's different.
there was a powerlifting team in that, and I remember thinking about it, being like, you couldn't help it. I looked at all the people and thinking, I did out total all of it. What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Let me get in it. Come on.
Yeah, that's a little different. They're like, because as I know some people that played on like all Navy softball.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
No, that's like an actual whole different thing.
That's true. We had a captain that was on Navy football.
Okay.
Yeah, and the dude was like at least 55 years old, 56, 55, 56 years old. And like, the dude was just a fucking brick shit house, dude.
Yeah.
And he just walked around the E-ways in the ship.
Yeah.
And just like, but he was just so nice. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hey, I was wondering, can I get that report on that thing? And they're all just like, yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, yes, sir. It's like, oh, cool. And every time I'd see him in the gym, I'd be like, hey, sir, how you doing? He was like, are we squatting today? I'm like, yeah, we're squatting today. He's like, let me join that. Just an absolute animal. Now, back to you. Done reminiscing. Now, back to you. So, you're in college. You're doing kinesiology and strength training, right? How long is that degree? Is it just a 4-year? Did you go any further?
No, it's 4 years. Actually finished in 3.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, she's smart.
Yeah.
She's smart. Okay, so then now we always have to do this at the beginning, but because we have you as our guest for right now, we kind of go into the whole like, hey, let's start. So
What was that?
exactly. So, what I wanted to get into is, how is training going for you right now? How is things going for you currently right now?
Yeah. So as you know, I've been dealing with an injury in my hip. It set me back a couple months now, since like February. I had to pull out of a meet, a really big meet that I was looking forward to, the ABS East Coast Classic. It was going against Landry and Steffi Cohen. Steffi Cohen's one of my, people I looked up to growing. I mean, she was really big when I first started, so to be able to compete against her was a really big thing for me. But it's the first meet I've ever had to pull out of because of an injury. So I've been in it for 7 years. So I'm very grateful that this is the very first meet. So yeah, now I'm just really focusing on loving what I'm doing again. For a while, it got where it was like, I have to do this. I have to go to the next meet. And it was so yes, this is what I have to do type of thing. And so I lost the love of it for a while. So it's finding the love of getting back into the gym, and my schedule outside of the gym is super busy right now too. So it's balancing it all. And I think it came at a good time so that I could balance it and not get over fatigued and stuff like that. I don't think I would have done well in the meet if I would have continued. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you kind of tell yourself in the gym or even outside of the gym to kind of set your mind at ease in a sense? Because the reason I say that is because there's a lot of things that a lot of people will do, and they get injured or they hit the plateau, or because life is so all over the place, they end up just kind of beating the shit out of themselves mentally. What do you kind of go through mentally to kind of just quell that?
I would say you don't have to be perfect in it. My biggest thing is I've always been the type of person, follow your program to a T, do everything that coach tells you to do, how you're supposed to do it. And you're going to have days where it doesn't go that way. You're going to have days you're going to have to switch up your schedule a little bit. And maybe day 2 becomes day 4 and you just have to switch up. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, how you perform and how you're feeling is the most important thing. Because if you can't perform to your best every single day because of outside circumstances, that's okay.
Yeah.
So just going with the flow, and I think that's one lesson that I'm really learning right now is just go with it.
Yeah.
Life happens, and so take it as it is, and just go from there.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Was that something that you did when you were going through your thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's something that injuries it's almost a blessing in a way.
Yeah.
It's you suck because you never want to get hurt and miss out on stuff, but it also forces you to take a step back.
Yeah.
And go, okay, I wasn't very happy I wasn't enjoying this beforehand. All right, let's get back to that. Because, I mean, you're going to have to do the boring, monotonous stuff with the recovery and healing. So taking a step back and going, all right, let's do some of the fun stuff that I miss, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I think after that last one, when we took a little break from doing the powerlifting movements and just kind of go back to bodybuilding, which is what I did for a long time, it was kind of nice.
Yeah.
All right, I can just go in the gym, I can just push, and
Right.
I don't have to worry about lifting, you know,
Right.
squatting or deadlifting. So that was like a nice break from the, you know, just focusing on the big three. I think that's something that injuries force, but everybody should kind of do from time to time.
Yeah.
Because it does get to be a chore.
Yes.
You know, to come in and show up and go, all right, I got to squat today.
Yeah, and I think that like a lot of people don't realize like how much mental goes into it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, your body should be used to the movement patterns and you should just be doing it without thinking about it, but you're subconsciously thinking about it. And like, I know for me, like if I have a big squat at the gym that day, like that's all I'm thinking about throughout the day. And so that takes a lot mentally out of you. And so when you have that break to just like fall in love with the gym again, I think that's really important.
I agree. I think hold on, let me take a step fucking back, dude. What the fuck? Hold on. So what I will say is that whenever I go through something like that, I try to reframe it. Right?
Yeah.
I try and reframe it in my brain the best that I can. I call myself buddy when I self-talk because, well, I function better that way.
Yeah.
I'm not like talking shit to myself.
Right.
Just say, hey, buddy, you know what, man? Shit's happening right now, so it's okay. Just go with it. And I just go, no. Now, mind you,
Kilo said smile.
but the reframing part comes into it where it's like, if like, so like, take for instance, when I injured my pec, benching, which was normal. It's just normal. Not like how I strained my quad, but when I strained my pec, my first thought wasn't, well, obviously my first thought was, fuck, are you serious? But then after that, I was like, hey, buddy, this shit happens, man. It's all good. Just it's a good spot to see that, hey, man, we might be doing too much or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we go about it. And then as recovery goes by, I also kind of have to be like, hey, this is where we're at. It's okay. It's getting better.
Yeah.
It's always getting better. It's always getting better. The moment that you're like, oh, fuck, this isn't getting better, it's like, it's that kind of mindset where it's like, oh man, I feel like a Glock tastes really good kind of thing. You know what I mean? You don't want to go there.
Right.
We don't want that. We don't want that. That's not cool. That's not fun stuff. But so yeah, I agree. So reframing, and that's something that I always push on my clients as well. And I think that I feel like it's probably something that you do a lot as well.
Yeah.
Whenever you have someone that's coming to you and being like, hey, this really hurts, outside of just kind of being like, loser, like what else how do you kind of reframe it for them?
Yeah, so obviously their program gets reframed completely. I just had a client who came back from vacation and she's like, nothing is going right. She was supposed to compete in March at Odin's Fury. And she's like, I can do the meet. Like, I just don't know how well, like, I'm going to do. And I'm like, you don't have to do it. And I think that's with powerlifters, that's the stigma that we have is like, oh, we set our hearts on this one meet. Like, it has to be done. And it's like, as coaches, we need to remind athletes, like, you don't have to do it. You know, you don't have to go through. You can back out of it. If you don't feel like you're physically and mentally where you need to be, it's okay to take a step back and reevaluate and see what's going on.
Very much so.
And reconfigure everything. And so for her, I especially was like, let's just take a step back. Let's put you in a bodybuilding block and like, let's just have you enjoy that and just enjoy your time in the gym with, you know, the people that you're lifting with. And then we can go back into prep once you find a different meet that you want to do. Like,
And I'm guessing this is someone who's like fairly seasoned in powerlifting.
she's been in it for about 2 or 3 years now. So yeah.
That's a pretty well seasoned person.
Yeah.
Knowing that, like, a lot of people probably stay around 2 to 3 years and then they
Yeah.
dip out. Because like that's the one thing. I mean, we've talked about this pretty extensively before. And I think you and I have pretty much talked about it a lot as well. And that's like, you have like the people that are like pretty seasoned with powerlifting, and they're just like, hey man, I want to compete, right? And then you have the newer people that come in and they're like, there's like super gung ho, and I love that. It's great.
Like, we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do this one. So then we go to nationals. Then it's like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Slow down.
first one out the way.
And I think you were, sorry, I think you were there to see me talking to one of my clients when I was like trying to be like, hey man, just hold on. I want you to understand. Okay, so anyway, so I was talking to this dude, and he was telling me about all this stuff, and how he wanted to do all this stuff, and how he's all into this, and that's super great. One thing though that a lot of people kind of don't know about me is that if you come at me with like a very big energy, I get very like, what? Right? And he was coming at me with like a very like, and I'm like, okay. Give it a little space. Let's put space. But anyway, but like, yeah, I definitely have had like issues when it comes to like talking to people about like, okay, so this is where you're at, and this is where you want to be. It's going to take time to get there. Because I mean, I think all of us would agree that as coaches, we're like, I want to get you there.
Yeah.
And we almost kind of do the whole like, I'm gonna fucking get you there. Let's fucking do this. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
But then you don't take into consideration the like, or others, myself included, sometimes don't take into consideration the I guess the human condition of like what they're doing. So how, like, whenever a client is ever coming up to you and being like, hey, I want to be here, but I'm not here.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? How do you kind of address that? And how do you kind of go at it with like I'm going to hold your hand while we talk about this? Or are you kind of just like, so here's this, deal with that.
Yeah.
And you can do with that what you will.
Yeah, I would say I'm a lot more like that. I'm a very straightforward coach. I'm not going to give you the nice, pretty version of it because I know what it takes to be in this sport and to do well in this sport. And I didn't get where I am by someone just telling you what I wanted to hear type of thing.
Word.
So I'm a very straightforward coach, and I've lost clients because of that. But, at the end of the day, it's my reputation that's also on the line. So, you want to be a good athlete in this sport, it's going to take a lot of hard talks. And so that's where I'm straightforward with them. I have to be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't pay you to be their
Cheerleader.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten to a point where, because I used to be one of those people who's like, don't worry, we're gonna fucking get there no matter what. They're just like, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm like, it takes time.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you. Really.
It takes time. You have to be putting in the effort. So, what do you expect?
Right.
But it's almost too like, I know that I almost kind of feel like a dick for doing it, but I almost kind of like, it makes me laugh because it's like, and then we're like, oh, this happened. I'm like, okay. So, how you been sleeping? Mm-hmm. How you been eating? How's your stress level? How's your water consumption? Yeah. And if they're just like, oh, I mean, it's fine.
It's okay.
Why? Right.
Like asking how their workouts are going, and they're like, oh, fine. How's the accessories? And like,
Yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I skip them.
Yeah.
Like, well, what do you expect?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Or I think I see it all the time when I think that was the one thing that I remember when I first saw you at the gym. Mm-hmm. I saw you just like, you were on the chest supported row when I first saw you at the gym. I was like, what the fuck is this like? And like, I saw you just like, dude, getting after it. Mm-hmm. And it was like one of those things where it was like, I'm like, fuck, fuck yeah. Because there's like, obviously it's just like, with people, they'll just, and But like you were like, it was, I could tell that you were sitting there, you're like, okay, heart rate's down. And then you just fucking
Yeah.
go back after it.
Yep.
And it's like, I remember looking at it and being like, Kelly, who the fuck is that? He's like, oh, it's Amanda. She's a new person. I was like, fuck yeah. But like, I think that's what a lot of people don't get is that like, it's not just the main movement and that the accessories have to be taken into the same amount of intent
Yeah.
that you do with your main movement. But when it comes to accessory movements, how do you like, do you kind of look at the person and you're like, okay, this is what's happening with their main movements. Here you go.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's how it should be,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But like, how do you go about structuring your accessory movements for your clients?
A lot of it obviously depends on how they're moving in their three main lifts. And a lot of it too, if I know that you're going to give more out of this one accessory versus this other one, I'm going to program that one first.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And so if you're more comfortable with this one than you are this one, yeah, we'll throw it in there, but I'm not going to make you like go all hard on, the one that you are comfortable with. But yeah, a lot of it too is where's your weak points? Let's focus on that. So posterior chain is a very weak point in a lot of people. So, squat and deadlift days, I always hammer the posterior chain as much as possible with a lot of people. And it carries over, I think, a lot into their lifts. But most of the clients that I have, it's like form is the problem.
Yeah.
So, a lot of the times I will just back them down, just be like, look, we're just using a barbell this week until you figure out your form. I actually got one client who found out she has an extra vertebrae. After doing a meet, she had back pain, and she found out she had an extra vertebrae. And so I put her on a bodybuilder block for 8 weeks and said, "You're just using a barbell, nothing more."
Whoa.
Yeah, it was insane.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So that's kind of affected levers a bit.
Yeah. Well, then she has to learn to brace properly, and that was something she was she was struggling with.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not okay with you adding weight to the bar until I'm for sure that they're going to brace properly.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, it all comes down to injuries and what that person is dealing with at the time too. So
I feel you.
yeah.
So when it comes to like intaking a new client, because I know for a fact that at one point when we're just getting started, it's like fucking come one, come all, like whatever.
Yeah.
But after a while, becoming like a little bit more seasoned in coaching and being able, you can kind of like see like what kind of athlete a person is just by how they how they do things. What's the one thing you look for in a person that you're like, all right, this person's going to be a good person. Like this one's going to be a good one.
Coachable. So the first thing that I do with all of my athletes is send me videos of all three of your lifts, and then I watch how they react and they respond when I give them feedback. If you can't take the feedback and like ask questions or be interested in it, I'm not coaching you. I think being coachable is like how you're going to get the furthest in this sport. And you have to be able to take criticism as much as possible and not listen to outside voices. So I would say like, those three things are probably the most important. Everything else I can kind of like, okay, just roll off the back to them. There's going to be arrogant athletes who, just want to do what they want to do. So I give a lot of grace in that aspect. But, if you go off program multiple times, I'm done. Like I will not coach you anymore. If you, hit a higher number than what you were told, I'm not coaching you anymore, type of thing. And because it ultimately falls back on us, right? As coaches, they're like, when they don't do well in a meet because they peak too early, it's like, well, you didn't do this right. And it's like, no, you didn't do this right. You didn't follow the program correctly. But ultimately we're the ones who get, the most out of it. And so, if you can't be coachable, you can't listen. I'm not coaching you.
And is it like one morning and then that's it? Or is it like, it's like one and done?
Depends on it, like what it's about. If it's the same thing that you do again, then yeah, we're done. But if there's like multiple things and like we haven't discussed it before, sure, I'll give you multiple chances. But if I have to come back and discuss the same thing that we've discussed before,
Oh yeah, it's a definite like you're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
So okay. Question.
Answer.
Sure. So this is more or less of a less serious question. What's your favorite post-workout meal?
Chicken and rice.
Oh my god. Wait, what's yours? I never asked you this. What's yours?
Well, it's usually dinner time, so I have usually my like some sort of fish or shrimp, and like fries or something. Well, I get the organic fries that I air fry and stuff like that. And it's not. It's just potatoes.
I'm the only one. Spaghetti.
Really?
Spaghetti is my favorite post-workout meal.
I don't eat pasta, so.
Yeah, I know. It's grains, vegetables, and meat. That's it. I learned that about her.
Yes.
Learned that about her. But she made me fucking cookies.
I did.
She's trying to keep me heavy.
My famous peanut butter chocolate chip.
Oh. But okay. So now going back into you more of like your competition, like you're competing and stuff. So when you were peaking up to 535 for your squat, was that you're like, okay, that's the number I wanted, or is that where you ended up?
I don't know my numbers going into meet. I don't have goal numbers going into meet. My goal is beat the last numbers I've had. My coach takes care of the rest. I know my openers on meet day and nothing else. I could have gone more than 535. My 535 was very easy, but I also told my coach, I said, I want to save it for deadlifts because I knew my deadlifts were getting to the point where I was pulling close to 6. Fun fact, I actually had a 4th attempt at that meet because it was a national record with 608. Got it to my knees and just couldn't work it out because I was so tired. Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. 600 pounds.
Yeah. And they gave me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes in between my attempts because I was the last one to go. And then they were like, okay, we'll give you a couple minutes and then you can go again. And I was like, but that's not enough time. Yeah.
Give me like an hour.
Right. So, yeah, I think like I could have gotten it if I would have just like skipped my opener or something. But yeah.
Is there like, because everyone has that one lift. For me, and I don't know if you've ever met Keith Correa. He trains at STS as well, and we've always famously been like, dude, we're push pullers, all right? We're push pullers, all right? That's what we are in a sense. That so like for me, squat has always been the one that like has always kind of been like, I don't know what's gonna fucking come out of this. But then once I get to bench and deadlift, I've always been the one to be like, listen, you might get ahead of me in squat. That's okay. But come bench and deadlift, I'm not only coming back, I'm
blowing you.
yeah, I'm taking front. Now, are there any of your lifts that you're looking at and you're like, okay, I mean, pre your injury, were there ever ones that you were just like, I just got to survive this one?
It rotates. I don't think I have one specific lift that it's just like, all the time. It'll rotate. And there's always one. My last one was my squat. And then I realized it was injured. But yeah, there's never like one specific one that stands out normally. There's one specific one in prep.
Yeah.
But it always changes. So.
Do you ever feel like when one's going, like tracking up, like, fuck yeah, this one's tracking up? Which one are you going?
Yes. All the time.
Dude, because
Yes.
for the Reach Rumble that we did, so squat was trending. I was like, dude, I squatted 727. I was like, no, what the fuck? Here we go.
Yeah.
And I was deadlifting the 8s. I'm like, yeah. And then bench was like,
Yeah.
hey, they got it.
Right.
They got it. I don't have to show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's that one drunk coworker that was like, dude, what the fuck? You've been here for 30 minutes. Why are you just showing up now?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have those moments all the time. There's like 2 or 3 weeks where all 3 of them are going great. And in those 2 or 3 weeks, I'm like, okay, which one's going to start failing me again? Like, yeah.
I think it's something that a lot of people don't realize. It's hard to have all 3 go.
Yeah.
It's really hard to have all 3.
Yeah.
Like, that's rare.
Yeah. And that's like, when I say, if someone has I've only had one 9 for 9 meet, and that was the last meet I did, which was the 600 dot score. And that surprised me. But most of the time I averaged 5 for 9. And so like you see these lifters who are always going 8 for 9, 9 for 9. And I'm like, are you pushing it hard enough? Because like, I feel like if you're pushing it hard enough, you shouldn't be always going 8 for 9, 9 for 9.
I'll give pushback. Because I frequently go 8 for 9 or 9 for 9.
Yeah.
And that is because I actually like very much, I'll sit down. My coach was Janessa. And I'll sit down and I'll like, I think the only one that I didn't was at this ABS meet, I went 8 for 9. And then the one, I think a couple others I've gone like 7 for 9, but excuse me. Now, I think the only reason why is just because, like, for me, I always look at it as, all right, here's the plan, execute the plan.
Yep.
Fucking get out, right? And I think the reason why is because, like, there is that point of like, okay, I got to go in and fight, right? But I think that it's like one thing that I've noticed that's kept me at least fairly injury free and very fairly like in the game still is being able to go, okay, show up. I'm on 738 because I was trying to go up for a 2,100 pound total. I was like, okay, what do I need? 738, 529, 821. Okay. We're going to make it to where 738 is I look for the bare minimum numbers I have to hit in order to hit, because this way I could still continue to trend up and stay in the game for longevity purposes. Now, don't get me wrong. 821 was a fucking fight.
Yeah.
And I failed the fuck out of 518. I failed the shit out of it. But like, I think the one thing that I always kind of try to tell people is just that, like, okay, like, there's going to be, if you want to be able to be successful throughout the whole meet, I always go, all right, little bit of energy, like save energy from squat, push it a little bit in bench, but really save all of it for fucking deadlift.
Yeah.
And that way, when you hit deadlift, like, that's where you're putting your fucking total together.
Yeah.
And that's how I've always been taught, you know? So whenever I get onto the platform, I'm always like, okay, 738, boom, done. When I didn't hit 529, so I wasn't able to get the 2,100 pound total, I was like, fuck it, let's go have fun with it.
Right.
So I scratched my third, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Oh no, that was my third. Man, there was so much shit going on that day.
Yeah.
But like that's always been my thought process. My thought process has always been like, here's the plan. Let's try and stick to the plan. And then that way, when we get off this, whether I place or not, I'm coming off the platform with like, hey, I went up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I put numbers on either my dot score, I put numbers on my total. And it just so happens that like sometimes when I do that, I'm like, oh shit, I actually won.
Right.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm sick. You know what I mean? I think it's because it's like most of the time, at least from my own experience, I've noticed that like powerlifting has been such a very personal thing for me. Like I give two fucks about whether or not if I place fifth or first. You know what I mean? All that matters is that when I step on the platform, it's a different animal, but the same beast. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah. It's
fuck to me.
It's you. Like that's what I always tell my athletes, like, we're not going to place. We're not going to win. We're going to beat the numbers that you had before. And if you do, that's a good day. If you happen to place and you happen to win, like, okay, cool, great. But that's the way I was going to my meets, is like, I just want to beat what I did before.
Oh, yeah.
And if I did that, then I've accomplished everything. If I don't win, big deal, At least I won in my mind because I beat myself.
Exactly. Which is why it's like super weird whenever, because like I've talked to him about this. We've actually covered this many times on this podcast, actually, if you motherfuckers listen. But like, that's why it's always weird whenever it's like there are people that like share stuff on Instagram of them being like, I'm coming for the ops, dude. I'm coming for everything. You guys aren't going to beat me. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was good.
Right.
That was good. And then obviously, because that was what was funny is that like there was a lot of that at the ABS.
Yeah. Well, I think that's part of what they're trying to do to sell it, you know.
Yes.
Try to get that excitement, kind of that wrestling. I'm taking you down.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
very much so.
Yeah.
It's very WWE. But there was like,
Just kind of fun. It helps get people interested.
Yes.
Because that's the part though that powerlifting struggles with is it being entertaining for the average viewer.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, because it's like as powerlifters we all enjoy it because we're like, oh yeah, that's impressive, that's incredible that they're doing this. But for the average person, like, why am I going to watch this? This is not fun.
Right.
But then you get in some of that head to head, they're trying to battle, you know, then it gets a little exciting and like, oh, who's going to win?
Right.
that's true.
You know, so I get that part of it on the business side, trying to make powerlifting more watchable,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
you know? And I think that will help it grow. You know, we're going to need some of that, more of this head to head, more of the like, the best versus the best, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think that's what the powerlifting is kind of missing is like you go into a meet and it's like, oh yeah, there's one guy or one girl that's going to destroy everybody else. I'm like, okay, well, we're just here to do better than we did before.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't really get that competitive, you know, aspect of the
Right.
sport,
Right.
which is what you want if you're watching it.
Right.
Yeah, that's the truth. Because like the last, so like my last two, well, sorry, yeah, the last two meets that I did outside of ABS, I competed against Keith Correa, and now Keith is at the time he was a 165er. He's a 181er now, but he holds the world record for like heaviest deadlift
Yeah.
at his body weight, which is like 804.
It's crazy.
And it's like the moment he was like, "Oh yeah, I signed up for that meet too." I'm like, "Oh, I'm fucking fuck you,
Fuck you.
well, I'm fucking guess it's me versus me now."
Right.
All right, well, that's how it's always been. Wait, don't feel bad.
I didn't want to win this limit anyway.
Whatever, it's all right. I didn't want a goodie bag. I'm fucking notorious lift anyway. Fine. All right. That's the truth. It was the last, like the back-to-back meets.
Yeah.
Back-to-back meets. I went in, hit 2017, took 5th overall. Think about that. Holy fuck. The went into the next meet, I was like, I think I'll get best lifter this time. No, keep signed out last minute. He was like, I just wanted to try it. I want to see if I could get a little bit better. I was like, you. And here's the funny part too, is he didn't do that well.
Yeah.
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 He did not. He didn't hit the numbers he wanted. And still took best. Still dots everyone, dude.
I know. Well, I was actually thinking about this morning or last night or something. How I think they need to change dot score a little bit because it just kind of goes up in a like linear progression of like, so it really favors the lightweight people. But human physiology, just because you're heavier doesn't mean that you're just going to keep lifting more and more, you know? So it needs to kind of have a little curve to it or something.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a guy that's 300 pounds total on 2,400 shouldn't lose to somebody who only totaled like 1,700, but because they weigh fucking, you know, 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Like,
Which, by the way, 150 pounds for weighing 1,700.
it's still,
It's crazy.
it's still, but you know what I mean, though. But you know what I mean? Like, if you're totaling one of the best totals in the world and you're still losing, like, all right, there's something not right there.
Okay. That makes it, yeah.
You know? You know, because, like, if you look at the top dots scores on open powerlifting, like, I think that, I can't remember where they are, but, like, you know, people with the biggest totals are, like, bottom of the top 10 or lower. You know, and it's like, all right, is that really
Right.
fair to represent like what the human body can actually do?
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing about it though is that like you can always, there's this thing on open powerlifting where you can like filter it out and make your numbers better. So a lot of caveats that I have to go through in order to pop.
Let me change it to this. This here. Just in North America.
Exactly. Just so 275 is in North America.
In that federation.
That federation, my God, I know I'm good at it. Top 20 there. But, so with that being said, though, has there ever been like, outside of okay, I really wanted to compete against Steffi, is there anyone that you wanted to share the platform with?
Call him out.
I would love to share the platform with Christy Hawkins.
Yeah.
She's great. She can easily turn that switch off. So she's very competitive and very hardcore in the platform. And then in the warm-up room, she could be a completely different person, really nice and humble. And she's great. I met her at the American Pro, the first one that I did. And I would love to share a platform with her because I look up to her. She's also in my weight class. So she's the person that I'd have to beat, and I aspire to be her one day.
Yeah.
So I think to be able to compete with her and be in rooms with her, that's going to be the best way that I can eventually get to that level.
Yeah. That's a name that has been sung through halls.
Yes.
All back when I even started. Oh, fuck.
I'd have to take a peek here.
Oh, you did? What?
The WRPF one I did a few years ago.
Really?
That was also the Alec too. One with Alec.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That one. Yeah.
Man, I forgot Alec even used to compete.
And he's kind of got the bug. I was talking to him about it the other day. He was like, well, maybe I'll do.
Yeah, dude.
Like, what?
Oh, God. Hold on. So outside of me, Alec, who weighs way less than me, has the same total as me.
Oh, wow.
We share, I think him and I share the heaviest totals in San Diego.
Wow.
And he was a 242er, and the dude is just a fucking monster. He's
Just a phenom.
What I'm talking about is that, like, he kind of like, you was lifting and was like, oh, powerlifting seems sick, walked on, fucking just started
Yeah.
beating cheeks, dude, all over the place, dude. And like, he used to run with like, he still does, but it was like him, Ket Cooper, John Hack, and then Andy Huang, and they all used to, hang out and do all that and fucking compete together and shit. But like, man, just recently too, Alec was just like, hey, I want to kind of see I want to squat. I haven't squatted heavy in a while, and just like threw up 600 pounds like it was goddamn nothing. Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I sat there and I was like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. But has there ever been times where you've been with me around the platform and it was just like you lock eyes with one person, you're like, you're them. It's you and me. I'm going against you this whole time. For instance, at ABS, it was Nick Forte.
Yeah.
It was me and Nick Forte. I looked at him and I was like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you.
You didn't say that though.
No, I didn't.
Pussy.
Hey, you know why?
Why?
At the time, I was like, this dude totals 2,100. There's no fucking.
Yeah, with that attitude.
Yeah.
Well,
Guess what? I did.
you did.
I fucking did.
Somehow.
Shut up. So, back to you.
I'd like to.
Let's go ahead. Tell people.
I like to instigate stuff because he won't, so.
Someone's
I know, right?
Really, I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's kind of just like whenever, like, I'm always afraid of like instant karma. That's always been a thing in my life where I've been like, I'm fucking come for you. I'm going to beat you. And then I fucking go and I just get my ass wrecked.
Yeah.
Like I used to, like, I remember once when I was a kid, I was bigger than one of my good friends. And I was like, dude, I'm bigger than you.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, dude, I'm bigger. I can beat you up. And he was like, let's wrestle right now. And in front of God and this motherfucker absolutely ragdolled the shit out of me. And after that, I was like, all right, John. All right, I get
Fine.
Yeah.
Dude. And he's like, so you gonna talk shit like that again? I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're a bully me. And that's really fucking awesome.
Right.
You picked on a fucking special needs kid.
I have autism.
So was there like anyone that at your meet, so you were just like, yeah.
I always pick them out in the warm-up room before we start. I like, especially on squats, like when they're it's like, oh yeah, like, because they're always the ones that like end up, they start lifting with me, like they warm up with me because, you know, we have bigger spots or whatever. And oh yeah, it's like, oh, you're the one I'm gonna have to be concerned about. Like, you're the one I'm coming after. But like on the platform, it's just kind of like, I'm in the zone.
Yeah.
I block everything out. And it's just like, it doesn't, I don't care who's around me, what's going on. Like when I say I have tunnel vision, it is like, I can't see anything past the platform when I'm on it. Like,
Is it one of those things where people, like, obviously it's not like you don't actually strive to be that way, but it's like one of those things where it's like, hey, if you try to talk to me while I'm warming up or I'm competing, you're probably not going to get a whole lot, and it's going to seem like I'm a dick. Sorry.
yeah. So like in the warm-up room, I'll talk to people all day long. I'm the type of lifter that I have to be in a good mood. I be like super focused and like I'm going to do well. But when I step on the platform, something in my brain like flips and I completely zone. You know, like all I can literally see is like the barbell. I can't see the sides. I'm like so tunnel vision in. I see the barbell, the head judge. That's it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about you. One of this fucking dude irritates me.
Why?
He-
Why, Adam? Let's air it out right now.
Yeah, let's get
What
it.
is it?
I've talked about this. I have talked about this multiple times. Okay, this motherfucker. All right, he'll be like, oh, dude, prep's not feeling good. Prep's not feeling good. Prep's not feeling good. And then out of nowhere, it starts feeling great. Everything's going good. And he's like, yeah, dude, we'll see what happens. We get to the meet. I'm like, it didn't move very well. You want to go for this one? No, we're going for this one. I'm like, all right. And then just fucking nails it. Nails it. The thing, it irritates me because it's out of love. And the reason why it irritates me is because I've never, ever been around or met someone like that.
Yeah.
Ever. Everyone I've ever met has always been like, this one. You hit it and you go, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to go up.
Yeah.
For this guy, he's hit stuff and I've been like, if we go up a little bit more than this, I don't know if we're going to get it. And he's just like, no, I got it. And I'm like, all right. And after that, it was the first time we did it was at Bummy's Beatdown.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I was like, no matter what, no matter how it looks or how it moves, trust Andrew.
Yeah.
He's going to pull it. And then he does it. And he does it. And it's a spectacular thing. Mm-hmm. It's because it's like one of those things. It's like, what is it? Where the people who just keep fighting, they just get better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking, you're a Saiyan. Jesus Christ, dude. Welcome to Dragon Ball Z. Shut up. So, for me though, everyone always kind of just like, whenever I'm at a meet, mainly because I'm using substances. So like whenever I'm at a meet, most of the time I always tell people I take like 5 points out of intelligence and just dump it into strength.
Yeah.
And so like people, I just don't talk to people.
Yeah.
Mainly because I'm like,
Yeah.
right. I went and pulled my second attempt at the ABS meet and my fucking triceps started cramping. And I'm like, fuck, my triceps cramping. I fucking need salt. Fuck. And I'm like, I'm losing it at this point, right? Because and everyone's just scrambling. Like, will someone get him some salt? Someone get him some salt. And Greeno, you know,
Yeah.
Greeno's girlfriend came over to me and she was like, are you okay? I'm like, my fucking triceps cramping. She's like, ooh, do you want some Pringles? Or like, and like, I couldn't help it. My brain just immediately was like, no, I just need some fucking salt. She was like, okay. Just like, and like, post meet, everything's done. I like walked up to her. I was like, I am so sorry for how I spoke to you. I apologize if my brain was just not way. She was like, I'm so used to it, dude. Don't I?
Yeah.
She was super cool about it, but it's like usually I always have like Jen's usually there whenever I'm warming up, and then I have like someone, usually Max, who like ends up doing like defense point guard when people are like, hey, can I just go say hi?
Yeah.
Let's go talk to him later. And it's not for like, oh, general safety, like I'm going to hurt you or anything. It's just mostly that it's like what you're about to hear from me is so blatantly unintelligent.
Yeah.
It's like
grunts.
It's
Yeah.
literally
Grunts.
2 ticks away from grunts at the bonus. But like, so, okay. So going back to your schooling and a little bit of your coaching over the time that you've been coaching and over the time that, and you've laid a great reputation for yourself for coaching, for competing. Are there, I mean, it's always like this for women who are very good at lifting weights. Immediately they get the hate on internet, or even they get a lot of very like bad comments from people, just even in real life. Is that something you had to deal with a lot when you were competing, or when you were in school, when you were coaching?
Not really. Not until like I got bigger into the sport, and then you have those people who know nothing about it, who are like, "Oh, you're on steroids. There's no way it's natural." Like, but those are probably like the worst that I get. I wouldn't really say that I got like too much hate from it necessarily. I don't even think that there's like a certain situation that I could even point out of like anybody really giving me hate. But I also like, if someone gives me a comment, I'll just like let it, like whatever. Like it's normally jealousy or something that's talking. But yeah, I mean, as a female, like I get a lot like, "Oh, you're just on steroids. Like, why would you want to put that in your body?" And I'm like, I'm not. But if you would actually see girls who are on steroids, you would know I'm not on steroids. Like, but yeah, I would say like that's like the worst I got. Maybe I've gotten like, well, why would you want to lift heavy and be like a dude? Like, why would you want to do that as a female? And it's just like, let me live my life. I don't worry.
Yeah. I think you possibly see how she kept going at him. She didn't stop when can't do that.
I wasn't going to point it out. I wasn't going to point it out. But you did, okay? I wasn't going to, because I was like, if I address it, that it'll be exactly. You son of a bitch. Every time
it does that, he always.
I can't help it. It's so distracting. It's lizard brain. It's like, hear noise, go. Yeah. And it went twice. It happened twice, and both times I've been like, go on. I'm paying attention. I wasn't going to call it out at all.
I don't know.
Because you noticed, though, I think, because I did this. Fuck. Sorry. Can't help it. So, because like, I get it a lot. I get it at work, actually. Either from patients, because whenever I move them, they don't expect me to move them.
Yeah.
And when they do, they're like, "Oh, you're strong." Well, yeah, I can beat powerlifting. And most of them are like, "Oh, dude, you probably like under everything under the sun, huh?" I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna talk to my patients about what. Oh yeah. So anyway, so it's like, you guys, you don't fucking no, dude. Like, I'm not gonna tell them that.
Right.
But like my boss was trying to get into like, okay, HRT, TRT type of stuff. And he was like asking me questions about that stuff. And I was like, I can answer your questions.
Right.
I know some stuff, And, but yeah, ever since then, it's like people know that I use stuff and my coworkers, they know that I use stuff. And so after that, it's like, oh, well, so wait, are you that strong because you just took that stuff?
Yeah.
And I've had to look at them and be like, no, there's still work.
Yeah.
They can't just take it. And like, if that was the case, then fuck, dude. I must be doing it wrong.
Right.
I must have been doing it wrong because I would have been standing on a podium with John Hack and all these other people. But
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, it's like, I find it too, is like I think it's like either the nicer the way you come off, the more comfortable people get with just saying just like the most outlandish shit to you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like there was this time at the gym. I want to just point this out now just to get it out of the way because I still giggle at it, and that's just because there was a a person that was trying to use the SSB bar, and she was like, "Hey, can you?"
The person.
Yeah,
No.
it's this one over here. She's like, "Can you take this? Can you take this handle off for me?" And her and I sat there for fucking 10 minutes, trying to figure out why the fuck this thing wasn't coming off. I was getting thoroughly frustrated, and she was like, "Well, maybe we can." I was like, "No, I'm gonna figure this out. I need to figure this out." Turns out I was turning it the wrong way, so I was making it tighter.
Randy kind of left you Lucy, then
Yeah, but the way that it was facing, I was doing what.
He was facing it instead of behind it. So the direction he was turning it was the correct way to him, but not for the bar.
where did you think, maybe?
Shut up.
Shut
Shut up. Right? I tried. Okay. I was like, and the funny thing is that like she was like, "Hey, can you help me with this?" I was like, "Fucking absolutely. Yeah. Welcome to it. Let's fucking go." And it just fumbled. Oh, I guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was. All right, whatever. Let's put some water on it or something.
It was a sweat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hands are sweaty.
So, so we're gonna be trying to go for the American Pro in is it
August.
August? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's the hip feeling now?
It's getting better. I have my bad days, but I'm moving a lot better. It's not causing me issues throughout the day. So we're making progress. It's just slow.
Yeah, and that's good. Progress is good.
Yeah.
We keep that mindset.
Yeah.
Progress is good. But we always kind of do this. How much time do we have?
Yeah, I do have a question because I always like talking about this because there's so many federations. They all do it so different. How do you like ABS and that style of lifting?
Yeah, like you talking about like the pace of it.
Yeah.
I love it. I've been at meets where they've lasted 12 hours, and it was such a long day. It was awful. But I like the fast pace of it. But I think like as professionals, like we should be able to like stay up to that, right? It's a new level of competition. Like you should be able to make it through a competition in 5 hours. If you go into the gym and do an SBD day, you're not going to be there for 12 hours trying to get that done. So like you'll be there for 3 probably hours at the most. So I mean, if you can't make it through a 5-hour competition because you don't have the cardiovascular capacity, like you need to be working on a lot more. You're not doing enough in your program.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I like having my evenings to like just relax after a meet and let the adrenaline come down and not just try to have to go to bed the next night.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was true. And yeah, take that rest of the night to feel like you got hit by a Mack truck.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great feeling.
We always kind of go through at the very end of our episodes before we wrap it up. Do you, are there any type of pet peeves that you have when it comes to either you coaching, sport, whatever?
Obviously, people not doing what they're supposed to be doing and then wondering why they're not getting the results is a big one. Also, ego and the way that you carry yourself. If you come in thinking you're better than everybody else and like you're just going to destroy everybody, I will not talk to you. I will not engage conversation with you. And I've seen that a lot on the pro platforms where people just like, I'm better than you, like, don't talk to me. Like, they have people who are taking pictures of them as they're like coming in, like, oh, I have some crazy things. And I'm just like, you're not like all of that. Like, this sport is not like, it's a sport, but it's not. We're not getting paid for this. Like, calm down. Like you might be getting sponsorships, but like, chill. Like,
Yeah, I feel the same.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have. I haven't seen that level of arrogance, but I've definitely seen the amount of people that I've seen like walk in the gym and just be like, especially at CTC when CTC was a thing. Holy shit!
There's some egos in there.
Oh man, and you see the ego come out when it comes to gate passes.
Yes.
Yeah.
because I used to work the front desk at CTC, and which is an old gym that used to be right here. It was run by Gracie, and we had every fucking influencer under the sun came to work out at this gym, and they'd show up. Gracie knows me. That's cool. Still $20.
Yeah.
Want to pay now, or I mean, you don't have to.
Right.
What's going on?
Right.
And they're like, "Oh, I'll talk to Gracie." I'm like, "And she's gonna tell you the same thing. She's gonna be meaner about it. Could tell you that."
Right.
Tell you that about it. But like, oh man, I can't agree more. I think that especially too in social media kind of pushes that a lot too.
Big time.
Like it is a huge balloon effect on a person's ego whenever they just get a little bit of following, and then next thing you know, they're trying to make funny content on Instagram because they have no.
You do make funny content.
I do. So
That was a good one last night, did.
I was sitting on that one because I didn't know if I was going to actually do it. I was like, I don't know if this is going to be funny or not. I showed it like to 3 people. Though that's funny. It's like, okay. But
I mean, like, to piggyback off of that, like, I've had people, like, my last ABS meet, they were like, you need to post more on Instagram. And I was like, why? And they're like, so you can get more following. And I'm like, that's not why I'm doing this sport. Like, that's not why any of you guys should be doing this sport. Like, and they're like, no, like, you become more popular. I'm like, again, that's not why I do it. And like, yeah, and that was a big, like, pet peeve for me. I was just like, why are you going to tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing when I'm going to sit here and meet you anyways? Like,
that is true. However, I will say that I would love to see more coaching content from you, though.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You know a lot.
Yeah.
You have a lot of information. I feel like you definitely be able to like really teach a lot of people. I think that's the biggest thing outside of like making people have a little bit of a giggle.
Right.
Is try and teach, at least have people learn something and be able to be like, oh, I've never thought about that. I should actually try and incorporate that in my training and stuff. I think you'd be really good at that.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want to put yourself on out there, and which is understandable because it's fucking tots of place.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as far as like coaching stuff, I don't have a problem with that. But like when it comes to like my lifting stuff, which is what they were getting at, was like, yeah, you need to, because they didn't know my numbers going into the meet. Because I quit posting like a month to 2 months before the meet because I just don't like to be on social media leading into a meet. And they were like, we just don't know where your numbers are right now. And I'm like, not my problem. Like,
Good.
Right.
Good.
Right.
That is that.
Hide it from them ops.
That's what I'm saying. Got to make sure these people stay on our toes.
Right. I'm like,
Because when you show up,
Ops still
we're
no.
bringing the thunder. That's what the fuck it is.
yeah.
With that being said, do you have anything else?
No.
Then we're good. We appreciate you coming in.
I appreciate
And
it.
it was honestly the most short notice. For those
Was it
that-
yesterday?
Yes. For those of you that don't know, it was literally like, what are we talking about on Sunday? Hey, you want to do a podcast? Which was awesome. And I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad we had a fun time. We had a blast talking to you. For those of you that want to either inquire or get to know more about Amanda, she is on Instagram, The Smith Machine
75.
75.
Yeah.
At The Smith Machine 75. And come correct. That's all I got to say. Thank you all, and God bless. Okay, bye.